Hey guys, it's M4J here and welcome back to Global Ventures in Planet Coaster. We have got an episode planned, obviously. I don't know why I decided to say that. We've got a good episode planned, is what I meant to say. It's a bit of a throwback, as the episode title might suggest, City Callback. We are going to be building an area that might be familiar to those of you who watched my Global Ventures series on Roller Coaster Tycoon 3, which didn't do very well in the end because run out of ideas and also run out of basically the game had too many limitations that stopped me from being able to do what I wanted to do. Before we get into the actual episode, the update is out. So first of all, there's cameras now, security cameras. We will look at them in a little bit. We've got display sequencers. These are important for fireworks displays, which are new, which I think are really, really cool that they've decided to bring these into the game. There was rumours that they would do it because Frontier also made Roller Coaster Tycoon 3, and in Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 you could make fireworks displays. But this is the one that I'm really happy with. Why is... Okay, I guess the train's rolling around over here. I had to reset this because for some reason the train wasn't working. What was I saying? Oh yeah. I really want to add screens to the ride queues and things like that. I think that'd be really, really cool. I take it though, yeah. So you have projectors and you have... Well, you have projection screens. And then you have TV screens. Now, TV screens are the ones that I'd like to use. I think these look really, really cool. Look at that. So you stick that in the ground, and then you stick the screen to that. So let's have a look and see what you can actually do with the screens, because I don't actually know. So you can display images, or you can display movies. Okay. So if I was to go image, I think you can import your own images into the game, which would be awesome. Look at that. None.png. Interesting. Anyway, we'll come to that in a second, because that's going to be really useful for what we're doing today. So today, as I said, we're going to be building an area that's a bit of a throwback to a previous era when we were building on Roller Coaster Tycoon 3. We are building City of the Future. Now, if you don't know what City of the Future is, it's... well, the clue's in the name. It's a futuristic style city, which is going to be built over in this direction, hence me building the path. We are going to change the path type. How much space do I have? The barrier is right over here. So I'm going to try and fill as much of this as possible. I do want to take this back a little bit, actually, because if I grab this, flatten to foundation, and smooth all this out like this, and all the way along like this, and this bit as well. Just like that. There we are. Right. And then we're going to build into the area like this. We're going to have a big square in the middle. So we'll build that first. Actually, how big do I want this? It's not going to be that big. Let's not go overboard. Probably like this. Kind of like that. In fact, what I should have done was, we're going to build a ride in the centre of this square. That's what I'm going to do. Is it this one? No, it's the big discus one. What are you? No. Let's pull this up. Is it the sundial? Aha! It's the sundial. Oh, it's just not big enough. That's annoying. Oops. There we go. Now which one was it again? Sundial. You go... like that. And this is the first ride of City of the Future. If you've watched the previous series, you'll know what this ride is called. For those of you who haven't watched the previous series, the ride is called Gambate Ne, and I'm butchering that pronunciation, I know. It means good luck in Japanese, or at least it did when I looked it up. The reason we're choosing to say good luck is because you're going to need it on this ride. Simple as that. It's a bit of an extreme ride. I'm just going to connect this path up quickly as well, with the right type. Which is that one. Let's see. Yeah, just like that. Yeah, cool. Right, and then over here, this is going to be standard asphalt. It's quite futuristic looking, I suppose. Although it's not the whoops, it's not the asphalt that's important with this. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know I could curve it like that. There we are. That looks a lot nicer. Okay, so as you know from the old iteration of City of the Future, it's basically laid out like this. Over here, there is going to be a roller coaster. Over here, there's going to be a dark ride, and over here, there's going to be a drop tower inside a skyscraper type building. I'm not quite sure if I remember doing... Yeah, I must have done that on camera, actually, thinking about it. What we're going to do today is we're going to start laying some foundations for the dark ride. Now, you remember the dark ride? I'm trying to remember the name of the dark ride at the moment. Let me just load it up. It was something Tours. I know that much. I remember that much. Let's load up the file that I've got with all the ride names in, and we'll get to the bottom of that. Let's also start testing this. Now, which way does it spin? Rotate, not spin. Yeah, that is the way I want it to. That's cool. Okie dokie. Finances, no, no. Operations, no. Sequence, that's quite important. Do something like that, I suppose. There. I've absolutely no idea if that's going to work well or not. It's also playing music, which I don't want it to do. How do I turn off the music? There. No music. Not yet. No, no music. There we go. My bad. Oh, the groaning mechanical sound. Yeah, not the biggest fan of that. I'm going to move this slightly, actually. I'm going to make it swing diagonally across, like that. I'm going to move the exit to there. I'm going to replace the entrance. I'm actually going to place it over here. And we're going to grab Q. This one. It's quite futuristic looking. Angle snap is off. Path supports. Yep. Alright, I'm going to make the path go this way. To there. And then we're going to like cattle pen it around a little bit. Not too much, just a little bit. Kind of like this. Like this. Up one more. Up this way a little. Down this way. And then up this way. Oh, it doesn't fit. Alright, hang on. Let's do this one a little bit more tactfully. Yeah, a bit like that. That's better. And then to here, we'll go up inside, along a little bit, back outside, and then along... Come on. Along the front. And you're going to connect up. Now this is going to be tricky. Can I get a shape in here? Take that back. Yeah, like that. And then you are going to connect up. I hope to this. Like that. It's alright, I suppose. Okay, let's get open that that file, shall we? So I also need to look up the spelling for this. I believe it's that. But again, I'm probably butchering it and don't want to upset anybody. So I will double check. I hate my laptop. It opens really slowly. Okay, here we go. So you just watch Gambate swinging around for a little bit. Where are we? There we go. Oh, it's Ganbate, not Gambate. Well, that's a good place to start correcting, isn't it? Besides that, it is correct. Which is good. I don't seem to have the the dark ride on here though. That's not good. I might have to look that up. We're not going to name it in today's episode anyway. We're not even going to build it properly in today's episode. We're just going to have it ready. But you remember what the basic synopsis of the ride was? It was a factory tour. Let's turn that off because that's going to annoy me. It's a factory tour. So we're going to be building like a factory type building here. Let's grab building. I didn't realise there was purchased DLC. In fact, these look pretty good for what? Did I think I might have got these off the workshop and forgotten about them. Like that is perfect for the ride for the drop tower. So I'm actually going to plop that down. Right there. That's perfect for Tower 42, which is one of the tallest rides in the park. It's going to be. I don't actually think that we have drop towers in the game yet, do we? We've got Skywatcher, which is kind of... Oh, it's a Screaminator. Is this it? Yeah, this is kind of it, I suppose. How tall is it? If I could plop that in there, that would be really handy. This is exactly what I want. Come on, why won't you fit? Why won't you fit? Why won't you fit? There's nothing wrong with... Oh, unless... Hang on. Is there a section that goes across inside? No? No? It's just being awkward. It does fit inside it, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. The other one we've got here is an observation tower. Which is quite cool looking. Let's try this again. I think I need to lift it up slightly. Come on, game. Be nice to me. No? Well, that's incredibly irritating, isn't it? Hang on a second. Oops. I don't actually think I need to do that. I think I need to, yeah, I can just select that. Delete. Right. Try again, shall we? Rides. The Screaminator. I mean, this makes life so much easier if I can just plop this down as well now. Let's see, about there, like that. And we'll have the entrance on this side, we'll have the exit on this side. Okay, building. It was downtown skyscraper, wasn't it? Now, which one is the better size? That one's too small. It wants to fit. I can see it wants to fit. Oh, it's so close. What about this one? Wrong button. Hate it when I press the wrong button. Fits. Well, there you go. Fits. Apart from this little bit at the back, but we can fix that. Okay. Do you think that works? Yeah, it works. The only problem we have is the tower itself is just a little bit too tall. But if I get rid of those, is that about where it gets to? No, I want to select the tower. Oh, done. Right. Test. Because obviously I want this to go to the top. Wherever the top is. Okay, it's there. Pause. So I want to undo those. And then I want to get rid of those ones. Is that right? I don't know. I'm not sure I like this. I want to do it like a Tower of Terror kind of thing, where you get to see out across the park and then you drop. Yeah, I need to get rid of them. We have doors somewhere, do we not? What do they come under? Props? No. Special effects? No. What would they come under? They must come under props. Animatronic? Triggerable. There you go, doors. Okay. So it'll have to be these ones. And would have to be placed kind of like that, and then maneuvered into place. Like so. Oh, come on, come on. I need to go above. Like that. And that's that place. Now, is it at the right height? Let's find out. Triggerables. Okay. Yep, tower drop. Connect objects. That. Done. Now, is that actually what I wanted? Is that what I wanted? Tower drop. Activate on trigger. Yeah. Okay. The door's open the wrong way as well, which doesn't help. It should be the gondola gets to the top, and then the door should open, which they're not. Why? I'm only going to drop you once, I'm not going to drop you twice. Actually, what other... Yeah, it's just drop. See, that's not right. That shouldn't be there. Try again. So I'm assuming that's gondola at the bottom. Let's come up here. Watch it from here. Right, so get to the top, drop, reach the bottom. Right, doors open as it's starting to leave the bottom. So how long does it take to get to the top? That's what we need to find out. Let's do that for now. There must be something here. Well, we can find out how long it takes. I suppose the other option is time it, which I think we're going to have to do. So it gets to the top, drops, bosh. Don't want any music on this either. Okay. Edit trigger sequence. This one. Doors open. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Done. So now if we do this, doors haven't opened yet, which is a good sign. Let's have a look from outside. See if this works or not. Little bit longer. Little bit longer. Tiny bit longer. Something like 42 maybe. That should work better. Right. So the doors open as you get to the top, and then they sort of shut as you drop. It's still not doing it. 45? Try again. Up, 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 up. Gondola stops, doors open. Perfect. And then drop, doors close. Spot on. Now we got to do is turn this around so it faces the other way. We want the doors to open inwards, not outwards. So if they open outwards, it will ruin the facade of the building. There we go. I think I might want to move them up slightly as well. Let's have a look. Gondola gets to the top. Yeah, up a tiny bit. Actually, no. I think there's fine. I think there's fine. Well, the last thing I do want to do is this. Duplicate. Wait, no, hang on. There. That's what I wanted. Done. Perfect. So it looks fairly, like from a distance, you do notice it, but not much. That's pretty much exactly what I wanted. And then eventually you will see the door open as the gondolas get to the top. I assume we can see it from this distance. Yeah, there we are. And then, bomb. And I'm pretty sure we just heard it as well. Which is quite interesting. I want roof, flat roof, scenery theme, sci-fi. And then somehow, there we go. I guess there are certain parts that you can't put it inside. Okay, for now we'll just leave it like that. If we could make it dark inside, we would. That would make life a lot easier. We do also need to add... God, that is loud. Where are we? Need to add these to there, and above, and above, and above. A bit like that. My God, that's loud. I mean, it's great for the thrills, not great for the ears. There we go. And then grab ourselves a bit of the roof. Duplicate. Send it right the way down to the ground. There we are. And there we are. And again, I suppose I can't get this. I might be able to actually. Yeah, that is a loud tower. Loud tower. Happy with that though. Really happy with that. This is frustrating. Why is it not working? There. Alright, back inside. Try and build a floor, which it clearly doesn't want to do. Try and build like a room around this bit. But it doesn't want to work, so never mind. Anyway, that is Tower 42. Is this a sign? It is a sign. Boom. Looks nice. Done. Actually, hang on. I need to keep editing building. Scenery, I want to put some lights on it. Maybe some screens. Props. Lights. That's what I'm looking for. Square lamp. And we've got some there already. If I align to surface. So one above each door. Like that and like that. It appears as though the building actually continues a little bit below ground as well, but we're not going to worry too much about that. I'd like some of these too. One there. One there. And then finally one there, which we'll hide. What's that level with? Hang on. Let's do that level with something. Such a loud tower. I can't get over how loud it is. Like that. And then one here. Like that. Done. How does this look at night? Pretty spectacular, I would say. I think the lights at the bottom here look really cool. Let's say we'll hide the lights. That's so loud. Such a loud tower. Anyway, over this side, we're going to have the foundations of a building. So let's have a look. Building. We do want the flat roof, and we want the futuristic style, because that is what we're going to be building. Actually, the first thing we want to do is dig down here, like that, because it does go slightly underground, doesn't it? The tour. I need to look up what it's called, or if anyone remembers, if they could let me know, that'd be great. So it's kind of going to be like this. Kinda. We'll flatten those. In fact, you can flatten the surface, can't you? If I did that. Oh dear. That's not gone to plan. Let's shorten that. 5, 6 maybe. Yeah, that's never going to work. We'll do that some other time. But anyway, this is where the building's going to go. I kind of like the idea of it being slightly off center. And this will rise up again. So you've got to get into the building somehow. There we go. We're actually going to... I was just going to build the building first, but I think I might actually start a little bit on track work, because I need to decide what type of ride I want it to be. I think it has to be a roller coaster, because of the type of... I mean, we haven't got any track rides that would work, really. As exciting as it would be to have one of these here, for example, I don't think it's really going to do the job. So, let's see, what have we got available? Not a lot. Might have to come back to this, to be honest. Might have to come back to it. I might have to do some jigging around with episode plans. Because the other thing I wanted to build is this. And this is the roller coaster we're going to have. Now, originally the roller coaster was a stand-up roller coaster, and it was called Midtown Madness. Then it got changed to be a twisting roller coaster with the same name. And then I think at one point it was a floorless coaster with the same name. We're actually going to do something a little bit different. We've got... what am I doing? I'm inspired by Rattlesnake and rides like that at theme parks like Chesington. I think Rattlesnake is a really, really fun little ride to go on. So I think we're going to build a ride a little bit like that. So let's do it. Now, Actually, am I doing this right? No, I'm not doing this right. I was going to use... In fact, I probably could still use that. First of all, let's lift it up a little bit. Or should we lower it down? I think we might lower it down a little bit as well. Imagine that there is a height limit on the park. I know that we have just built a massive tower, but imagine there is a bit of a height limit on roller coasters, like outside of building rides. Can't be above tree line. Say we're at Alton Towers. Can't be above tree line. So we have to then make do with what we've got. So everything has to be built slightly lower down, so that it doesn't go above the outer tree line of the park. How low is that? No, I think we need to go a little bit lower. Oh, that's probably too low. Yeah, it's a bit too low. There we go. That's perfect. There we are. It's not going to be this big. I'm just digging out this area so that we have some room to work with. So first things first, we need to pop it in the hole. Need to pop the station in the hole. I'm going to change this so that you enter on the right and you exit on the left. There you are, just like Rattlesnake. There we are. Right, we want a block break, a block section. We want to turn off auto tunnel. And we want to put the catwalk on for this bit. Like that. We want to turn this 90 degrees. We want to push it down. Can I make this station shorter? No. That's a bit frustrating. Okay, we're going to have to go with the... I was going to do a launch, but I think we might have to just do a bog standard lift hill. I'm okay with that. I mean, it depends how steep we make it, mind. Perhaps a little bit steeper than that. Let's turn off angle snap for this. There we are. See, do I want it? No, I think I want it shallower than that. I'm struggling to make my mind up. I know the idea, like the rough layout of the ride. That's the problem. So I'm trying to fit everything that I want into this small space. There we are. And then tiny little drop just to get the speed going. Perfect. And we'll turn the catwalk off here. And then we'll turn the track. Make it a little bit bigger. Just like that. How does this look? If I was to run this now. In fact, I could turn it like this whilst it's still going down. Like that. That would be pretty cool. Just like Rattlesnake, it's going to have the little chicanes at the top. So there you go, it's starting to roll. So if I do two like that, and then start to go down a tiny bit, like that, and then make it go round like that, and then level it out. There you go, we've gone down a little bit. Now, is this going to be enough? That's the question. Is it going to be fast enough to complete that little section there? No. It's not. I also think we are actually a little bit too high still, so let's correct that whilst we're doing this. There we go. Whoops. Tiny little bit down, and then the 90-degree round. And then I think we'll do one with it straight as well, and then we'll level out. Bit like that. Yeah. Then I think if we do the same here, like that. Whoop. Nope. Down. So I mean, it starts off quite gentle and then it slowly starts to pick up the pace. Yeah, it still feels too slow. Let's make this a little bit sharper. Like that. And then go round and down a little bit more. Yeah, that's better. Now we're getting there. Turn this 90 degrees. Come on. Flatten it down again. Like that. Straighten it up. Right, let's see how fast it's going when it reaches this section. I mean, that's quite a little drop there at the start. It's 12 miles an hour. Hits the corner, speeds up a little bit more. Yeah, we're going to put a trim and then a block like that, and then we're going to go back into, first of all, turning it, and then a little drop, just like that. So this time, of course, we go out one extra and we go over the top of the lift hill, because that's what you do. If I could find a way so that the track isn't floating, that would be good. Maybe just go a little bit further like that, and then go around the corner. I don't particularly want the track floating. Is it going to put a support in? Yeah, it has. Good. And it needs to go down as well whilst we're on this bit. Like like so, and then level out. Oh, I hope this ride's going to be fun now I've done this. Right, straight. I didn't do the 4, did I? I'll do that here. Oops, wrong one. Like that. Now we go round. Which I think here, again, the trim, the block, then the 4, and then here we go out to 7, down a little bit, and round. In fact, this needs to go down a little bit as well. Thinking about it. Like that, maybe. Now we come out to 7, and we come round. And we need to go round 3 times. 1. Is that right? That's not really right either. In fact, we're going to have to do it like that. And then we're going to have to straighten it up. And along like this. And we have to go up. And then round. And up. And then level out. And then a little drop here, and level out and back up. Like so, and I'm already starting to feel like I haven't got enough room for what I want to do again. But there you go. Straight across, round, like that, and then trim. Straighten this out first. Right at the very, very back. Trim. Block. Round. Down a little bit. And then straight. Whoops. And down a lot. Alright, this is where I need auto tunnel switched on. I want to try and put a vertical loop in here. I have a horrible feeling. Yeah, I've got nowhere near enough room for it. Ah, don't tell me I'm going to have to redo all of this. Because I'm going to have to redo all of this. It's fine. It's what this is for. It's what it's all about. I need to remember how tall the loop is to make sure that we don't go exceeding the height. I don't mind putting it a little bit in the ground either, it's just making sure that we get it right. The lift hill, I really want the lift hill to go faster. And I get that that's crashed, that's fine. I'm not too bothered about that right now. Let's go back to this. We want that. And then we want probably that. And then we want to level it out. Like that. And we want to extend this to its max. We want to turn it like this, and we'll have it go down. Whoops, Oh, don't tell me I've got to do all that again. Yep. One misclick. It's all it takes in this game. One misclick and you're redoing something. Right, there. Now we level it out. And then we go along one. And then we go round. Right. And then we straighten up. Like so. And then we come down like this. And we go along a bit more. And then we go down. And we go round again. Except with this round, we go down a little as well. Like this. And then this one we level out. Let's get us back to 0. And then up to 0. And we go trim with a target speed of 13, that's fine. And then brakes with a brake target speed of 13, a release speed of 8, should we say. Like that. And then again, back to this, down, like so. Just like that. Round. No, I need to come down a little bit more. 4. Put there. And then round. Back out to 7. And down a little. Like that. That should work out. Level it out. Put the 4 in. And then back up to 7. How many more have I got? I could probably fit one more to and fro, couldn't I? Possibly one more. That's a pretty good speed along there, actually. I'm quite happy with that. I didn't in the brake section here, though. Trim brake. Block brake. And then back to this. Turn it. Drop it. Just like that. Alright, one more to and fro, as I said. 1, 2. Stick in the 4. In fact, did I take out the 4? I did take out the 4, so I don't need the 4. Or do I need the 4? I think I do need the 4. Must need the 4. Yeah. Or maybe not. Who knows? Doesn't matter if it doesn't quite line up. Right. There we are. That should put us at a pretty good height. If I just straighten this out, I'll put the 4 in here, and then go up to 7 again. Trim with the catwalk, brake, like that. Let's just go back a little. Let's not put the 4 in this time. Let's just go straight for the trim and the brake, because now we extend it right out and right round like that, and now we put the sort of down drop like this. A little bit further back. So I don't want it too big, so maybe I'll put that here. Can't remember how big I had it. Was it 13? I think it was 13. And around 90. And down, I think it was 5. I mean, 5 is more than enough for this. There we go. Now we should be able to go underneath this. No problem. Perfect. Look at that. There we are. Along a couple of times, and then right at the end here, a little up. Hopefully it has enough speed to make that. Let's find out. Should also be doing this in daylight, I've just realised. Let's put it back in daylight. There we go. I can see a lot better what I'm doing now. Okay, so here we go. It starts the slalom down. It's not really a slalom. Starts the curve down. It's a long straight. I think I might be able to make this a bit of a longer drop still. Something like that. And then have it level out. And then have it go along. And then here have it come up. Like this. Have it come round. I love the fact it's integrating into the supports as well. That looks really cool. Although not so much there. Well, it kind of is, I suppose. Yeah, it kind of is. Right, just like that. And then that comes off. This goes round. Down a little bit. I have a feeling we want this to be a little bit longer still. So I'm going to put a 4 in between the trim and the block. Just so that it sticks out a little. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay, back to this. Round like that. No catwalk. Tiny bit down. Okay, that's a little bit too high going into that. Again, not a problem. We can just soften this a little bit more. Just like that. It's still 7, right? Yep. Alright, straighten up. I'm going to put the 4 in first. And then I'm going to put the trim, and then I'm going to put the brake. So 4. Trim. Block. Off. Round. Down slightly. Now this should be the big one. So we have a really steep drop. 95 degrees. Like that. And then loop. I think we want to go to the right. Is that as small as it gets? Do we want to go to the right? It sort of mashes it up in those supports again. I think the left is actually better. And how well does it come out of this? Right, how fast does it go through the loop? Oh yeah, that's actually quite good. And then up more, and then level out. Right down like that. In fact, we'll have it come up a little bit shallower than that. Let me just look at this a second. We have to have the loop. That's the main thing. We have to have the loop. That's what sets this out from all the other Wild Mouse coasters out there. This one has a loop. And in fact, this was meant to be built next episode, as you know. And on the list of notes I've got, talking points, things like that, I've actually got talk about small, cool coasters like Indiana Jones at Disneyland Paris. And that's exactly why, because that is pretty much like this. Small coaster, wild ride, has a loop in the middle that no one really expects. And always catches people out. How high is that? 10. That's 14. So it goes 14, 12, 10. Is that enough? Let's check. So it goes down, over the loop, and then comes up. Yeah, I think it needs to be a little bit smaller than that still. There. And we'll make a wider curve to make up for that. There we go. Maybe a little bit wider still. So we need to get some supports on here. So we need to make sure that we've got enough room for supports. Have we got enough room for supports? I don't actually know. If I do that... Oh yeah, we've got enough room. And then if I do this... And then here, do that, round, down a tiny bit. Down a tiny bit more. Level out. Got to have the little S bend there because that's a signature feature. In fact, I've got to make this 45 degrees. That's 45 degrees, give or take. Now I've got to make it go 45 degrees the other way. There we go. Now level it up. Oop. Straighten out. Come on. There we go. And down. Right, turn off auto tunnel at this point, so it should, there we go, automatically level out. And then here we put in a parabolic section. I think we need to level this out a little bit more, a bit like this. There we go. And then, oh, steeper. Like that. And then over and down again. And then up again. I think that's about the right height, is it not? That's now a height of 9. I think it needs to be lower than that. 6, 8. 8 should be fine. We'll find out in a second, won't we? I'm hoping this turns into a nice coaster now. I'll be a bit annoyed if it doesn't work. So you get to the good bit. I mean, the slalom bit is all fine at the start. It's not the most exciting thing in the world, obviously. But then you get to this section and it all goes haywire. Along like that. All good still. Down. And along there. And then up. Over. And yeah, it's a bit slow here. Hang on. I know the problem. The problem is this bit. If I loosen the curve here slightly. In fact, no, that has to be 90. But I think if we make it a little bit bigger. So it falls under here, perhaps? Like that. And then if we shorten it right up. And then do the S-bend. Like this. There, and then this way. S, come on. There. Like that. And then we make it go down. Kind of like that, maybe? And then we want it to go... We want the airtime bit in here. Either that or we just make it go up, level out, and then up again. A bit like that. I mean, how well will it cope with that? Probably not that well. If I shorten this slightly though. How about that? Let's see if this works. God, I'm getting lost amongst the supports now. So down, up, level, up. Yeah, that was pretty good. That was pretty good. And then block, normal, like this, round, like that. Make it a bit bigger. Perfect. Down. Like this. And then if I bring this round like this. Now this is another, hopefully, good bit of the ride. If I try and turn this. Lengthen this. And then lift this up a little bit. Why is that not letting me build? I mean, I'd like to build one of... Yeah, that's too long. I mean, to be honest, all of these are too long. So I think I'm going to have to do it by hand. It's just a question of getting it right. I think this corner needs to be one bigger. There we go. Alright, let's shorten this up. to 180. Keep turning it. Okay, hang on. Got to level it out a little bit more. Right, now do it. Shorten this a tiny bit. There we go. You've switched auto tunnel back on, I think. Something's not quite right here. I think it's just a tad too close to the ground. Maybe like that. It's got to stop turning. Ah, aha. I think it's the out of the loop. Yeah, I think it's the out of the loop. So this needs to be one wider still. This can be shortened and lifted. Maybe go the other way. It's still too close. Still too close. That's quite something. I do want it to go down still whilst going through the element. That is one thing. Alright, there we go. Round. Round. I feel like this could be shortened a lot more as well. Maybe not that short. 9 maybe? We'll see how that handles it. I mean, that looks okay. We don't have any supports going across the middle of it though, which is a little annoying. Turn it the other way maybe and see if then we do. And shorten it one more. Yeah, there we go. There we go. That looks better. And we'll smooth all this out in just a second. Right, now we need to start working on the end of the ride. So this point here. So here we'll have a block section with a catwalk. I'm going to have to pause the game, I think, for this bit. Dig out this way a tiny bit more. There we go. Edit track. Okay, another block section. Yep. Another block section. Yep. And then here I want non-inverted helix down. Oh, hang on. No catwalk. Non-inverted half helix down right. Now how tall is that? Okay. Make it a little bit smaller. I mean, what height is that? 4. Can I auto-complete that? I can. Let's try that, and then smooth banking. Like that, I suppose. I'm not very happy with this ending, actually. So I think we do have a little bit more room. Right. Let's have a look at this again quickly. I think that needs to be a bit like that. Lift it up, made a bit bigger. So we're actually using banking at this point. I'm not 100% sure that's such a good idea. I'm also not 100% sure if this inline twist is such a good idea. But what do I know? Oh no, I want that one still. Okay, hang on. I got a better idea. This is going to continue to slope down. Like that. And like that. A little bit more. 10 maybe. Auto tunnel needs to be switched on. There we go. I think it was that, and then that, and then if I level this out, switch auto tunnel off. Is that the right height? It is. That's awesome. Right. So at this point, I want this to be a trim brake, like this. And then I want a friction brake. And then I want it to go round a corner. Let's do this bit first, shall we? Like that. And I want... these can be a lot shorter, actually. 5, 5, that, autocomplete. Please work. It's not going to work. What the hell is that? Yeah, I'm not going to use that. I'm not going to use that. Why? Oops. Why would it even suggest that to me? What does it think I'm going to say? It's that horrible bit at the end of a ride where you realise you are slowly running out of space. Let's try that. Autocomplete. There you go. Bingo. They are the same height. Oh no, actually there's a little fluctuation in height there. Let's not use this a second. Let's go back a little bit to there, and then here I'm going to go like this, round 90 degrees, out a little bit more, like that, And then I'm going to go friction brakes. Target speed is going to be 7 miles an hour. Like that. Trim brakes. Target again 7 miles an hour. Like that. And I'm going to do this. Autocomplete. Failed. Okie dokie. I'm just going to leave this flat then. Autocomplete failed. It's not failed. Works fine. Yeah, works fine. Nothing wrong with that. Sweet. Alright, smooth all of this. No, that's not what I want. So this bit we want to smooth banking. This bit and this bit, smooth banking. Feels a bit too jerky still, this last inversion. I don't want it to be too jerky. I also don't think that was a smart idea. I think here needs to bank more. No? Apparently not. Alright, well let's actually see how well this does. No music, operations, block section 2, 3, 4, 5, I think should do. Maybe not 5. We'll test it and we'll see. Let's find out, shall we? And then this will probably be the end of the episode because it's getting very hot in my room now, as you can imagine. Unpause the game. Oh, I do need to change the lift hill speed as well still, don't I? Because it didn't keep it for some reason. 10. There we go. Okay, how does it look on the last section here then? Comes down nicely there. Yeah, it's just a little bit... It sort of snaps you out of it a little bit too quickly for my liking. I don't know. I suppose it could be worse. Anyway, coaster seems to be working. That's the main thing. Cars are getting round, which is always a good sign. There's a tiny bit of a hold up here. Nothing too extreme. Over the loop. Nicely done. And then up there and round into this set of brakes. And then down and round into the chicane. And then into the double up. Like that. Round again. And then into the very slow heartline roll. It's not a heartline roll, it's an inline twist. And then that horrible noise as the brakes kick in. Well, there you go. That is Crazy Taxi. That's what the ride is going to be called. Again, I think I might have mentioned this before. And it is quite crazy. The ratings aren't great at the moment because it hasn't been themed yet. There's going to be buildings all in here. There's going to be a queue line that snakes its way through here as well. It's got a nice little unique section here with the 2 inversions, and then the rest of it is just a bog standard roller coaster. Wild mouse, that's the word I was looking for. Right, that is going to be it for this episode, guys. So thank you very much for watching. Next time when we come back, we'll be doing some more work on City of the Future. Maybe doing some more work here, I'm not 100% sure. And we'll start building some like back streets and stuff to go in with this area, because it is meant to be a city after all. But yeah, that is it for this episode, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and of course if you're enjoying the series, drop some comments down below with ideas for future episodes. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button. If you have already subscribed to the channel, thank you guys for your continued support. And until next time, I will see you soon.